What's up, everybody? This is Justin2200 coming at you with episode number 4 of Mumbocraft. Today is going to be a very exciting episode for me. As I'm sure some of you may have already noticed, I have upgraded my audio equipment, so you'll be able to get a lot more clarity from my voice, and I'm really excited about that. I think it's going to be a really good addition to the videos. But let's outline what we're going to do today in this episode. First of all, we're going to be taking a look at some of the farms that have been built on the server that have become absolutely invaluable to most of the players here. We're going to check in on the redstone supply store, make sure that everything's going well over there, and then we're going to hop over to the Mesa and do a favor for a friend of ours that we met in episode 1 by the name of Norway Martin. He's asked us to come and help clear out some space over there for his base, and I'm more than happy to oblige, because that means that I can fill up some chests with some clay. We're going to go visit another store in the shopping district to buy some dye and start making some plans to use some of that clay in the next episode. So let's get on with it and see how things are going everywhere. Alright, here we are back at the main spawn, and even just since yesterday it looks like a lot of things have changed. They've begun slabbing to, from what I understand, stop the spawning of mobs so that the farms are more efficient. And if you look up here, it's not the greatest on my particular texture pack, but this is a gigantic gold play button in honor of Mumbo Jumbo hitting 1 million subscribers on YouTube. So Mumbo, if you're watching this, much congratulations from me, and I appreciate you taking a look at the video. Let's go right around here and check out these farms that are going on. No doubt you can see these big buildings around here that are all connected. This is probably the most massive iron farm that I have ever seen, and this was all built by Signum, and it's still being built. From what I understand, it's only about 30 or 40% complete at the moment. This is just the outside. The collection area is somewhere down below the ground. We're going to have to go back through the nether to get to that, but before we do that, let's hop right over here, because Photon Man has been busy as well. Right down this path is the perimeter of the Guardian farm, and they've been working on this for almost as long as the iron farm has been under construction. Let's hop down here real quick and just see how it's doing. And here is the interior of the Guardian farm, and this thing is massive. I probably brewed up almost 2 double chests full of glass just for this to donate to Photon Man while he was working on it. As you can see, it's pretty efficient. I have yet to see how efficient it's going to be for the amount of players that we have on the server, but it seems to be doing well right now. One of the things that I have not seen yet is the collection area for this, and that's what we're going to do right now. The collection area for the Guardian farm and for the Iron farm are right next to each other. So let's go back up here, hop into the nether, and check that out. Here is the entrance to the Iron farm and Guardian farm collection areas. I've already been to the Iron farm, but not on a video, so we'll check that out really quick. And I haven't actually been into the Guardian farm yet, because I think that just opened either last night or today. So if we drop down here, turn around, there's another portal over here that's going to take us back to the overworld. And this first one is for the Iron farm. Seems that portals are very slow today. Here's the collection area for the Iron farm. These chests don't stay full for very long. It's still limited to 1 stack of iron per day, but if you go up the stairs here, there's actually little spots where you can AFK, and periodically you'll get iron dropping down into each of these chests that you can pick up when you get back to your keyboard. Really basic, really simple. So far, haven't had any problems with it. It's been beneficial to me and a lot of the other Minecrafters here on the server. So let's stop and go take a look at the Guardian farm. Alright, so if we walk past the portal to the Iron farm, we get the portal to the Guardian farm. Let's see if this portal is going to be a little quicker than the last one, because it took us a couple of seconds to get back up to the overworld, and it doesn't look like it's any different this time. So it puts us out right at the base of the farm. So yeah, right here at the base of the farm, and might be helpful if there were some signs explaining where to go, but let's take a poke around here and see what we come up with. I do love the style of the build. It's pretty nifty. Oh, and I see something right here. Just a lot of mass storage. Lots of fish. More fish. Okay, here's the prismarine shards. And more prismarine. What's down this hole? Looks like there may be some future expanding going on down through here. But from what it looks like, there's still a little bit of work to be done, but it's coming along pretty nice. The farm seems to be very efficient, and definitely good job on Photon Man's part. If you're watching this, I definitely appreciate the time and effort that you went through to build this, and hopefully it all comes through really well and gets plenty of use out. Now there is one more farm that I would like to show you. In order to see that, we're going to have to go back into the Nether, so let's hop in real quick and I'll show you what's going on. Alright, we're back at the main spawn portal. I'm going to show you this third and final farm for the day. And you do need to be back at the main spawn portal next to the entrance to the iron farm to go over that direction. And I'm going to show you how to get there because most of you who watch these videos actually play on the server. So I hope you don't mind going along on a little walk with me. So we're going to go down this path towards this big mountain of netherrack. And this is also the way to the end portal. So if you've been to the end portal, then you know generally which direction to go. So if you go through here, round this corner, turn to the right will take you to the end portal. And the left will take you down to Malashin's Wither Skeleton farm. So you go down through here, go through these big pillars, and then there's a drop right here. Now this is a safe drop, so we'll just drop right down. Might want to hold shift. There we go. Go in the door. Basically what you're going to do, flip the lever, it'll close the door and it'll turn the farm on, and the skeletons will start spawning. And then you can just run through here and kill them. They'll put their drops down, and then you go down here and you can collect them from this chest. Now, to get back out of the farm, go back upstairs, through the door, around this little tunnel, and there's a minecart elevator that'll take you back up to the surface. So yeah, 3 farms. You got the iron farm that was developed by Signum. You've got the Guardian farm, which was built by Photon Man, and the Wither Skeleton farm in the Nether, which was built by Malashin. Thank all 3 of those guys for the hard work that they've put in so far. Most of the stuff is still not complete. They're still working on it. I think this may actually only be a small portion of the Wither Skeleton farm, but there is a high demand right now for Wither Skulls so that people can get their stars to build their beacons with. And so this is definitely going to see a lot of use. So don't be surprised if you come down here and there's already somebody using the farm. Anyway, let's crack on with the episode and go over to the redstone store and see how things are doing. Tell you what, guys, the shopping district just keeps expanding and expanding. There's new stores popping up every day that I haven't had a chance to look at. And we'll take a look at those in a future video, but right now, let's hop in here real quick and see if we've made any profit for the day. Now I did just check these last night, so it's quite possible that we haven't done any business today yet. That'll probably come later in the evening. It's still early afternoon when I'm recording this. So nope, everything looks good right now. Now, the funny thing is, when we were building the door in the last episode, I mentioned that it was mob prevention, basically. It was designed to keep creepers and whatnot out of the store. Well, the very next day after I recorded that video, I came over to the store to check my inventory, and part of the door was missing. And there was a sign out front that said, "Sorry, a creeper blew it up." So I had to replace it. But we haven't had any problems since then, and I didn't have to do any more of the redstone work over, so that was good. But the door is functioning like a dream. Even with the TPS lag that we've got on the server every now and then, I mean, the door stays open a little bit longer, but that's not a big deal. Okay. Now, I did say that we were going to buy some dye to do our clay with. Now, the dye store that was recently built in the shopping district was built by Little Miss, and that's a name that you've seen before. She also had a big hand in building the trading for villagers in the west spawn town. So let's run around here real quick and see if I can't find her store again. I've only been to it one time, but I checked in. It was amazing. The stock was good, and so I'm kind of hoping that it's the same way today. Unfortunately, it is a little bit disorganized, so it is somewhat easy to get turned around. You guys feel free to shout at me if I walk by it. Is this it? No. Okay. Well, I'm going to run around here, see if I can find it, and I'll be back with you guys in just a moment. Ah, here we go. Here is the shop. Let's poke our heads in here, see if anything has gone out of stock since yesterday when I checked. Okay. Oh, the prices are on each of the chests. Light blue, 1 stack for 1 diamond. So let's take 1 stack. Cactus green, half stack for 1 diamond. So let's leave 2 diamonds, and we'll take 2 stacks. Yellow dye. I'm just going to go through each of these and buy a stack of each dye. That way I've got plenty for whatever I need it for. Well, except black dye. Looks like that is out. Orange dye. This is when it comes in handy to have a lot of diamonds. And just 3 more dyes, it looks like. Well, no lime green dye, I guess. Well, that'll do it. Let's pop back over to the house, empty our inventory out, and then we'll get on with heading over to the mesa. I'll show you Norway Martin's land that he's working on, and we'll fill up the inventory with some clay. Well, here we are with Norway Martin's base, and it looks like there's been a lot of work done over here since the last time I came by. I was just over here 2 days ago, and this entire area was still full of clay. Now, I did mine some, so I have a few double chests full of clay. Having clay is not what I'm worried about. I just wanted to make sure that everything was going well with him over here. What it does look like, however, is that there is an area of, smooth stone and other stuff that needs to be cleaned out over here. So we may do a little bit of that. And I'll just give you guys a real quick time lapse of me doing this, and we'll figure out something else to do with the rest of the episode. Alright, so that was more like a random mining session without actually gathering any decent resources, but it does look like we managed to get a little bit of stained clay. Got some white stained clay and some light gray stained clay. Now I did say that I had done some mining beforehand, so I do have about a double chest and a half of orange stained clay, and the same with the regular hardened clay. So this is what we're gonna dye, but we'll put the rest of this in here. And for the cobblestone, I am going to go down here and drop that into my smelter, and we'll just turn that all back into smooth stone. Okay. And I believe may go ahead and end the episode here. There's really not much else that needs to be done. I'm entertaining the thought of next week going out into the nether and, let's say we'll go out about 1,000 blocks, 1,500 blocks. See if we can't find a good home for a more permanent base than this. Now, it will take a while to plan, it will take a while to build, but we have plenty of time, so I'm not too worried about it. But I would like to actually locate a spot for it. But that'll be something that we might do next week. But in between the episodes, I am going to dye some of this clay. I may go out and gather some more clay, and we'll probably use that in the start of our new base. Anyway, thanks for watching, guys. This has been Justin2200. I really hope you're enjoying the videos. If you have any comments, please let me know. Thoughts and suggestions on what else that we could do during our episodes. For this episode, I was going based on some feedback. Some of the folks on the server wanted me to showcase some things that other people had done, and I figured that the public farms were a good place to start. Anyway, guys, that's all I have for today. Like I said, thanks so much for watching, and we will see you next week. Alright, we're back at the main spawn portal, and it is a little bit of a ways from here, but I'm going to show you how to get there because most of you who are watching I know are current players on the server, and if you haven't seen this before, this is definitely something that's going to come in handy for you once you start putting together your permanent base. So if you go down this tunnel here and try to dodge other players that are hopping into your face, towards the end of this we'll come to another tunnel. No, that's not right. Wow, okay, that's a blooper.